Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoicesTV at Photoshop World in Washington, D.C. We're in the OnOne software booth talking to Brian about Photo Suite 6, the apps that they're showing here today. Brian, it's great to have you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So tell me about Photo Suite 6 and what it does and what it offers to the professional photographer as well as maybe the enthusiast.
Sure. So Perfect Photo Suite 6 is a combination of applications that we built to address the most common and also the most complex editing tools that typically a photographer would need. So whether you want to stylize your image or you want to correct a portrait, retouch it to make sure it's nice and clean skin, or you want to take an image, even like a mobile phone image, and enlarge it to print it, our product will address those situations. Let's say you don't want to invest thousands of dollars on a fast lens. We have software that will simulate totally accurately that shallow depth of field that you would want to get on your image without having to buy the lens.
Yeah. Now, you just mentioned something I think a lot of listeners would say, wait a minute, what do you mean size up a cell phone image, or even with the cameras getting better in those phones, they're still relatively small images. How do you accomplish that, and how well do you accomplish it?
Well, we have Perfect Resize 7, which used to be called Genuine Fractals, and that was an industry leader. It still is. Although for the most part, the mindset was taking a large image already and printing it to a billboard, for instance. So think about that. If you're taking a regular image and expanding it to a billboard without losing quality, you can do the same thing with, say, an iPhone image or a mobile phone image that's like 5 megapixels, but you want to print it out to 24 by 36. We actually have some beautiful examples of that where we took an iPhone image and printed it out to 24 by 36, and it looks excellent because of our fractals algorithm for enlarging.
I did not know that's where Genuine Fractals ended up.
That's right, it did. Yeah, a lot of people didn't, and it's funny because for the longest time, no one could get the name Genuine Fractals right, and then as soon as we rebranded it to Perfect Resize, all of a sudden everyone started asking, well, where's Genuine Fractals? They knew exactly what they were looking for.
Yeah, because I remember seeing demos of that, like you say, taking normal photos and scaling them up to billboard size, which is one of those things that has a huge cool factor, but not many of us want to do it.
Exactly. So what we thought about was, not many people are going to need to print a billboard or even a poster. However, millions of people have camera phones and use them, and they take amazing results. And a lot of times, those results really deserve to be in print. But if you just kind of send it off as is, you might be disappointed with the results. So with Perfect Resize, you can actually take that mobile phone image, get it enlarged without losing any sharpness or quality, even get it ready for a canvas, like a wraparound print.
What is, I guess, the distinguishing characteristic of Photo Suite 6? Because there are a lot of photo retouching things, there are a lot of photo manipulations, pieces of software, and of course now we're seeing them on the iPad and iPhone. So the desktop seems to be getting lost at times, and that's not a good thing.
Well, yeah, one of the things we wanted to make sure of with Perfect Photo Suite 6 is that you can, first of all, that you don't need any other product. Historically, some of our products required the use of Photoshop, so it automatically required the user to spend more money. With Suite 6, we created it to be 100% standalone, and we kind of put all of the products under one house. So from the Perfect Layers interface, you can branch out to every product that you need to without even leaving the interface. Now, we wanted to make sure that we don't just deliver, tools that are useless to the photographer. So we wanted to automate as much as we could. So for instance, with portrait retouching, we have Perfect Portrait that'll automatically find a face, it'll find the eyes and the mouth, and it allows the user to start getting ready, getting retouching right away. So sure, a lot of stuff, in terms of like stylization is moving to really powerful iPad and iPhone applications. Things that require some more finesse and targeted adjusting, I think we deliver in spades.
Is it fair to say that Photo Suite 6 is a replacement or a competitor to Photoshop, or is it supplement, or is it just a different animal?
Well, look, Photoshop definitely has its place. There are people who have been using Photoshop for so many years. However, there are always new photographers entering into the industry, and what we wanted to do is offer, with Perfect Layers, for instance, a layered workflow solution that offers the same powerful tools with a few even new novel ones to Photoshop without having to necessarily drop the major dollars that it costs for Photoshop. So, and actually, this is actually an exclusive because it hasn't been announced yet at all, but it is going to be announced. In the next few weeks, we are actually going to be giving perfect layers away for free to anybody forever. So right away, if you're a Lightroom user or an Aperture user, you can spend the money to buy Photoshop if you want to do layering or blending or masking, or you can spend no money and get perfect layers for free and get that advantage.
That doesn't take a lot of thought.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Okay, well, that will be free, but what is the cost of Photo Suite 6?
So on our website, the Perfect Photo Suite 6 is $299.95. If you're a previous user of Perfect Photo Suite 5, for instance, the upgrade price is $149.95. Or if there's just a specific module product that you want to use, like Perfect Portrait and Perfect Effects, you can also purchase those. But Perfect Layers, you don't have to spend a dime for.
And the website is?
It's just www.ononesoftware.com.
Brian, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoicesTV at Photoshop World in Washington, D.C. Back with more soon. Thanks for watching.
MacVoicesTV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.